young British lads with the biggest and best film, theatre, TV and music credentials in the whole wide world. Game of Thrones' Kit Harington and Lovesick's Johnny Flynn join me now on Radio 2 to chat about their soaring careers and new adventures. All right, lads, welcome to the show.
Hey,
hello, Craig.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. First question, is football coming home?
I believe it is, Craig.
Do you reckon?
I think football's coming home, yeah.
You might be going there to bring it back.
Yeah, I might be going off to Moscow.
Are you going to go to if we make the final, are you definitely going to go?
I'm going whether we make it or not, but that's how confident I am that it's coming home.
I love that positivity that it's brought to the country. It's got a real good vibe feeling about it all, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of feels like on the street there's people got a spring in their step.
Johnny, what I want to ask you first of all is it true that you used to work in a bookstore and your favourite book is 1984?
It is, that is true. I feel like it's a simple question to start with.
You're a massive horror fan, is that fact?
I am. Psychological horror. The one I want to watch at the moment is Hereditary, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. But yeah, that's my favourite genre. And
what's your favourite one so far?
my favourite... Well, it's got to be The Shining, isn't it?
Oh, man, I'm glad you said that.
I mean, it's one of the all-time greats. It's one of the all-time best films ever.
Okay, is it true that you didn't find out that your real name was Christopher until you were 11?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
How did that happen?
And I got married recently, and I had to decide whether I was going to be Christopher, Catesby Harrington, take you, Rose Leslie, and I went, no, actually, I'm going to drop it. My name's Kit, so I'm not Christopher anymore.
Congratulations on the nuptials. What was the day like? It looked very, very glamorous.
It was amazing. Yeah, I mean, it was everything that I could have ever wanted and more.
One last authentication of tall tales. Is it true that a relative of yours invented the flushing toilet for Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, that was John Harington, which is why I believe it's called the John. In America, anyway, it seems to be an American thing. But
oh, yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't talk to you without talking about Game of Thrones, obviously. Do you feel as though it's an albatross around your neck, or are you still enjoying the massive worldwide success of it?
I've always enjoyed it. I mean, I actually just wrapped on Thursday last week. It's just been this amazing journey, and I kind of said to them on my wrap speech that this is it's always been more than a job. It's like they were a family and it was my life, and I've loved every minute. I've been quite emotional last week thinking about having finished it.
You know that episode, Battle of the Bees, should we just say?
Yes, yeah.
That was probably one of the best pieces of television I've ever seen in my life.
That, as a massive Red Dwarf fan, Craig, it's a great honour for me.
Sometimes I look at Game of Thrones and say, why didn't they give us that budget?
It wouldn't have been the same if they did.
Fair enough. Is it true that you auditioned with a black eye and that might have helped you get the part?
Yeah, I mean, I had a black eye on my first audition going in for Jon Snow.
How did you get the black eye?
In a fight in McDonald's, as you do, which I lost really badly. So I wasn't tough at all, but I feel like that somewhere that guy who gave me that black eye might have helped me play a hard man on TV, so it sort of backfired for him.
John, you guys took on the role, and are you nervous? And tell me all about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I never read True West. I'd seen one or two Sam Shepard's. I obviously knew of his work, but I'd never actually read or seen True West. And when Matthew approached me to be in it, I gave it a read, and I was sort of just kind of bowled over by it. I had been looking for a long time to do a two-hander on stage, to do something that was a real kind of battle between two people on stage, and this really fits that bill perfectly. It's, I think, one of the all-time great two-handers, and it's quite daunting thinking of doing it now, this far in advance. We go into rehearsals later this year, but I feel it's going to take that much time to really get my head around it as a piece, because it's psychologically very demanding, I think.
Yeah, a rascal.
And you, Kit?
I play Austin, who, from the start, the player is this quite neurotic, anxious screenwriter who's trying to get this script off the ground and is meeting a producer to try and get it out there, and you feel like he's on the cusp of being this successful screenwriter, but he's trapped in this house with this unpredictable and dangerous brother Lee, who he is desperately trying to get out of the house and try and get away from. But as Johnny says, things slightly change as it goes on, and all of his neuroses sort of like end up kind of becoming entangled and tearing him apart, and they almost blend as as two characters in some way.
I can't wait to see it, to be honest. Friday the 23rd of November to Saturday the 16th of February. What theatre is it at?
We're at the Vaudeville.
At the Vaudeville
West End.
Theatre. Guys, good to talk to you, and good luck with the run.
You too. Cheers.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.